What's up YouTube, long time no see. It's Gareth back again. So I'm back at the canal fishing today. So this is my second time back on the spinning rod today, and there's a lot of life. I've had a couple of chucks already just to see. There's a lot of tiny fish swimming around. There's a lot of weeds, so there's a lot of snags to pull through, but that's a lot of places for the fish to hide. So today I'm going to be targeting perch and zander, hopefully. I've got my chest mount today, so it should be a little bit of a better view for you guys. I think last time what I did was I only used 2 lures during the whole session, and I was out for maybe 3 or 4 hours. So this time I'm just going to keep switching them in and out, rotating different sizes. I'm starting with a blue fox spoon, so I'll use a few different size spoons, and hopefully we'll have some luck by the end of the day. And in typical fashion, we're going to scoop up everything. It's very weedy. You can see loads of the little fish, they're following the spinner along as it comes. So we just need the fish of the right size to come out. And again, I haven't really done much spinning, so it's going to take me a while to get the hang of it. Just casting across this small area here. Yeah, it's very snaggy down there. But I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not going to stop today. I'm going to do as much as the canal down here on the outskirts of Nottingham as we can. Maybe make our way into the city centre just on the edge and straight back out the other side. And I'm going to switch lures maybe every 15 casts or so.
That's what counts. That's what counts.
It counts how many subscribers I've got.
Yeah.
I'm just out to enjoy the fishing.
Well,
You're the one with a problem.
Yeah, but you're trying to do shit you're not allowed to do.
What, fishing? Since when can someone not fish on an open body of water?
Right. So you're trying to change the conversation.
Yeah.
Fishing's got nothing to do with you filming my hooks and boats.
Well, it has when I'm fishing, when I'm walking past it. Hello.
See you later.
All right. Have a good day. Looks like you're having one. Right, I've just walked up a bit and I've just switched over. We've gone from the spoon to this, so it's a rod. I think it's meant to be like a rod. So we'll see what we can, see if we can catch anything off that. don't think that sinks as far down as well, so it's a lot smoother to bring back. No, it's just below the surface. That's a lot easier to get back in. Really, I'm trying to aim for the bushes on the other side. I don't want to get it too far in that I get a snag, but I don't want it to not go far enough that it's only dropping into the middle. Need to be casting where the fish are most likely going to be hiding, which is going to be on them leaves and bushes on the other side. Something following. I think it's a pike following it. See if we can get him on. I don't want to pull out the water, but there's definitely a pike just below me. I don't know if you can see just down there. Still interested. Will he go for the strike? He's backed off. I'm going to cast just ahead, see if I can get him on. He's not too far ahead of me, but I'm not sure where he went. There's a lot of weeds around here. There's definitely a pike down below though. And I know I'm not targeting pike, but I've never had one before, so I don't want to miss the opportunity. Might be too far down there to see what I'm doing. It's harder than people think to try and film and fish at the same time, but I do not want to miss out on catching a fish, especially my first pike, or my first anything out of a canal, to be honest. I'm going to stick in this area for a bit now that I know there's a pike around. There could be more than one, but obviously my skills of getting the lure to go where I want it to go, you know, he may recognise what it is from my movement. I'm sure there's people that have got a lot better control than I have, especially when he's just 1 metre in front of you and he's probably seen my shadow. I don't want to pull it out too early either. Might even be worth switching to a slightly smaller lure, but I'm not too sure. That's it, we're on. Ah, it's come off. No way. Come on. Oh, it's still on. Okay, it's a pike. Same pike, I think. No, that's my first pike. Right, I'm gonna try and dehook. It's not very far on his lip, luckily. I'm gonna try the chin trick that everyone tells me about right under his jaw. Sorry about this, guys, you might miss it a bit. Right, I've got him unhooked. He's just in the net now, so I'm just letting him rest for a minute. Because it's summer, yeah, I don't really want to mess with this guy too much, so I'm just going to chin it in a minute. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to drop him straight in so he can swim straight off. Here we go. We'll bring him up a touch. Pike. Yeah.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Pike, you know? Pike.
Pike.
Mm.
Oh. How to spell?
P-I-K-E.
Oh, P-I-K-E. Pike.
Pike.
Oh, it's so big.
This one's small. This is small.
Oh,
they can get this big, even in here.
It's in the canal?
In the canal, lots and lots.
It's so big.
It's hard to see, yeah, they're in the weeds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Sorry about that. People are always interested. Right, we're going to bring him up a touch, chin him and get him back in again. In fact, I'm not even going to bother doing that. I'm just going to bring him up a touch so you can see him with the camera, and then we're going to get him straight out again. There he is, my first ever pike from Nottingham Canal. What a beauty. Man, I can't believe that. Man, I could see him following it all around. I don't know if it was the same one I was talking about first, but I didn't even know it was still on there. Actually, that was quite small, so it was quite light to keep pulling in. Yeah, just to make sure I don't catch him twice, I'm gonna just move around a bit further. Hopefully we can get some perch. That's what I'm looking for next. But it's nice to have my first pike on. Right, we've come up a little bit further, but now that I know that this lure's working, I'm just gonna run it for just a little bit longer. If it works, use it. If this is what they're feeding on today, then this is what I'm going to use. Might have been a bit quick on the retrieve there. Probably something to be said about catching your first canal fish. I bet I'll be chasing that high forever. I don't think I will be. I bet it's going to be exciting as every time. Very snaggy there, but that's where they might be hiding, especially if it makes it look like it's struggling. However, there's nothing getting on the hooks when it's all weedy like this. Hopefully I can get a zander next, or a perch, and then I can actually take it out of the water. I'm not doing more damage than I need to any fish. So any more pikes, I'm just going to do the same thing, keep them in the net, get them unhooked as fast as I can and out. I'll just do a couple of casts in each area, won't spend too long in each. Might be worth even going around those bits of weed there. Did you see that? I've got another pike on, an absolute monster. What a beast.
Very nice catch.
Thank you. Let him chill for a minute. Hang on, let me adjust the camera a touch. There. I'm going to keep him away from the edges so he doesn't hook on, but there's a few people walking past me. Oh, there he's off. That is bigger than the last one. Right, now that I know he's off the hook, he's come off on his own, so he'll be nice and safe in there for a minute. As I say, I'm not going to do anything crazy and try and pull him out. However, that's probably twice, maybe 3 times the size of the last one. So I'm going to show you now. There he is. One last little look and then he's gonna be off. Probably looks a hell of a lot smaller on the GoPro, but that is an absolute beast compared to the last one. Right, that's it. Straight back out. It's quite a big net actually, so I'll give him a hand. So from never have I catched a pike before, I've now caught 2 pike within the space of 5 minutes of each other. So that lure is absolutely working here. Again, it's not what we're targeting today, but I'll take it. Summer or whatever, you know, they are hungrier in this season, I reckon. But yeah, I'm treating them safely, just keeping them in the water. If it's winter, I'll have them out straight away. It might even be worth me just chinning them straight away to get the hook out, because they are tangling in the net. Obviously that can be dangerous for a pike, so yeah, I might just chin them if I get another one. But again, Zander and perch, that's what I want. Right, I'm sticking in a similar area. You know, I reckon this area is teeming with life. So between this tree and that tree, I reckon there's going to be quite a few. I'll have about 10 casts, and if not, I'll walk to that bridge there, see if there's anything hiding under that. Come on. Pike can't be the only fish in here. I'm sure that was on the 3rd cast in this bit as well. He just absolutely went mental for that. Not ideal there. Definitely not. In all the weeds. We'll make this the last spot down here on this corner, just under this bridge. Alright, I'll move. Alright, no worries. It's alright. Sorry. Well, I'm just back at the car now. I got moved on from that last spot. It was right outside a pub there, so understandable. So yeah, from about 3 hours fishing and gone from never caught anything out of canal before, basically no wild fish, I've now caught my 2 first pike. So there's going to be a lot more of that to come for sure. You know, there's nothing more exciting than catching your first fish. I felt that way when I got my first carp, but now that I've got something out in the wild, I say wild, it's a canal, but you know what I mean, you know, it's made me hyped to get back on making more videos again. So hopefully if I can locate somewhere with some trout, something like that, then I think that'll be the next little trip out. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you made it to the end. Hope it was interesting for you, and I'll see you in the next one.